Rizal. I originally come from Vietnam and now I'm working as a social media specialist for a company in Stockholm.
So hey, I'm Begüm Sara and I'm from Turkey. I did my master's in evolutionary biology at Uppsala University, and recently I have been applying for PhD positions, and mostly in Sweden.
In Vietnam, where I come from, it is slightly different because I was not encouraged to actually share ideas and discussing things with my senior manager. But here it's totally different. It doesn't matter where the opinion comes from. If it's a good opinion, people will appreciate and listen to it. People doesn't care about your age unless it is your birthday. People would care, but other than that, nobody really cares if you're younger, if you're older, if you have kids, everyone is basically the same.
So when I think about the differences between Turkish and Swedish work structure, I think the first thing that I would say is that there is no hierarchy in Sweden. When I discuss science with my professors, always I feel very welcome because they treat you like you are their colleagues and at the same level.
Normally in Asian culture, the woman was expected to fulfill the role of being the mother, but also expected at a society level to actually have a career and so on. However, the way the society is set up is not, or the workplace is set up, is not that encouraging for women to pursue a career and also having family, children. However, here what I realize or what I observe at work is that there's a lot of encouragement from the regulation and also law to protect people who make a choice to have family, to have children.
So when I consider the working conditions, salary and the gender equality, Turkey is so far behind Sweden and probably most of the other European countries. For instance, if you're a woman in academia, and it's extremely challenging to get a kid and be successful in the academia at the same time.
It seems like a strange answer, but I really like the fact that you can actually have a work-life balance here. So the good thing about work is actually you can have another thing besides work.
The best thing about doing a PhD, you are both a researcher and teacher at the same time. So you learn new things every day and you share your knowledge with your lab members and students. I think this is very precious, and I love the collaborative, international and multidisciplinary vibe at my work.
Everything changed? Surprise. No, I think the fact that you can earn money for yourself is also changing a lot in your state of mind. Of course, having a permanent job, I feel more secure because especially when it's time of pandemic, my company, they took care of employee a lot, and also having insurance and everything is also really good. Prepare yourself a lot in terms of language. The second thing is to try to be flexible and adapt to the situation here, to the requirement, to the way of working here. And I think the fact that women and men was raised very equally here, that allow women to be a bit more confident, and it's like this, basically there's no difference. So if you're coming from a country like my country where women is always a bit like expected to be leaning toward family, to not really do big things in the world, you might need to change that mindset.
My advice for women with a migrant background or any type of background is that you should try over and over again. I know it's super frustrating to get all these rejection emails, but still it doesn't mean that you are not capable of doing that job. It's more like that you haven't found the perfect fit job with yourself.
I wish people could be a bit open with us as people who come from different backgrounds. Not that everyone have the same ability, have the same background education. The way we were taught every day was different. So be a bit understanding, and then if you open up enough, then you would learn a lot of things from people from a variety of backgrounds.